Welcome to Module 3, how to book a single class lesson with your student. So you're going to click on the book lesson, go to student, click add. You want to enter their email, or at least the start of this. So since her email is this, anikabook@gmail, I started out just by typing that in. That's going to bring up my students. All right, so we can go search. I'm going to go ahead and add this student. Note that, well, I need to select the student. Thank you. Now, once I do that, we're going to pick the start date and the time. For now, since we're going to replace something probably tomorrow, the next day, we took down the time feature. So right now it's just set at an hour. In the future, you'll be able to do it by half an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours. Normally, we're going to keep it at least an hour. We suggest that you do an hour and a half. And then, of course, if you need longer, and depending on the situation, you can always book back to back. You can do an hour session or 2 hour session. Okay, so we're going to go with the date. So let's say it's tonight. We're going to pick 17th of August. Right now it's 4:19. So I'm going to set it at 4:30. And that's when the pop-up will come if you have, an hour or hour and a half. Remember that all first classes with the new student are an hour and a half. That first 30 minutes is an assessment phase where you actually talk to the student, write down their needs, what they need tutoring in, possible introduction, get to know the student a little bit. And of course, if they're ready and you're ready, you can go ahead and start with the lesson. But that is complimentary for them and for you to kind of get to know them. And that's only for the first session with each student. Okay, now if I click save and this student does not have the appropriate credits. So for this tutor, Tommy Billings, he is a platinum level, which means that the student has to have at least 60 credits. So I know that the student has 60 credits because I put them in there about 5 minutes ago. So go ahead and save. Takes a second for it to register. And then once it's actually registered, it's going to say, it says to execute. Okay, so then we can go and we can check our dashboard or our schedule. Okay, we'll just go to the dashboard. That's a little bit closer. Okay, if we had an hour and a half session, it would show that. Looks like we're only at 4:30 to 5:30. Go ahead and click on that. Okay, it's a quick rundown of what's going on. You can enter the classroom a half an hour beforehand. Right now we have 9 minutes, so I can go ahead and I can join that. And if for some reason you set this up, I don't know, even a week before, and the student has to cancel or you need to reschedule or whatever, make sure you delete the class before the time. Otherwise, we can't delete it. So then I could delete it, and I will in a second. I can go ahead and go join, and this will take you to the green room, which will be implemented this week as well. And then you could start the lesson once your student is logged in. If not, we're going to go ahead and say, oh, they called and canceled. I'm going to go ahead and delete, and then that's going to automatically delete that. And the credits will be refunded automatically back into the student's account. So you don't have to worry about that. And then if we want to go to class history, that is not recorded. That's why I only have 4 of these, because I deleted all the other ones that we're messing around with. So that is how to book a lesson with your student.